Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning. I am Rhonda.
And I'm still Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
And Sergeant Carla Burr from the Amarillo Police Department joins us this morning. You can be a part of the few, the proud, the folks in blue. They're looking for a particular person, though, right now, but they'll take anybody, trust me, when it comes to recruiting great officers for our police department. But this Saturday, they're going to have a special event, and it's going to focus on getting women into law enforcement. And Sergeant Burr, thank you for being with us today. And it struck me this morning. I heard a story from one of the second mass shooting in California this morning, where they apprehended the suspect. 3 women officers were the first to respond to the call at the building. And without hesitation, they went running in. And that speaks to a lot of what our first responders and police do. I don't think their sex had anything to do with it, their color, their race, religion.
Right.
It's what's inherently in a police officer that, okay, there's something wrong. I've got to make a choice. And that's the kind of person you're looking for, aren't you, Sergeant?
Right. Yeah, we're not, men and women have different positives and negatives that they bring to this. And
Right.
We want to see the best of everybody. This particular event is recruiting women, but you're right. We're looking for all good people that want to serve their community to come and apply and work for the Amarillo Police Department.
What are the requirements for a woman to become a police officer with our city?
You have to be 21. You have to have a valid Texas driver's license when you start the academy or when you graduate the academy. Excuse me. You have to be a naturalized or born in the, you have to be a citizen of the U.S., either born here or naturalized.
Right.
You can't have any convictions, no Class A misdemeanor convictions, no domestic violence convictions. Those are the big ones. Everything else kind of is subjective depending on how long it's been back in your past and things like that. So high school education or GED with 12 hours of college.
Okay, that GED, you have to have 12 hours of college along with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
I encourage people to continue to get some kind of education. You can't start till you're 21. You graduate high school at 18, even if it's trade school,
right,
and getting another skill. I'm not saying you have to go and, get your doctorate or anything like that, but get some kind of continuous learning, continual education, because our academy is very book heavy. It's very tough. It requires a lot of critical thinking and studying. And so you might as well keep that going after high school.
Go ahead, Sergeant Burr. You had something else to add?
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Oh, I heard a young lady said she'd heard this story. She asked me about it, and her thing was, there's more than just being a patrol officer as a career in the APD. There's so many different branches of not just criminal or law enforcement, but public service and things that your career can take you working for the APD, Ken.
Yeah, if they're not sure about being an officer right away, we have dispatchers and we have a critical need in there, right. And that gives you excellent experience. That's where I started, and I learned the city, how the streets laid out, all of that, because I dispatched officers around town and knew where they were. You learn how to talk to people. You learn critical communication skills with that, because you're going to talk to people that are angry. You're going to talk to people that are having the worst day of their life because someone is having a heart attack. You're going to talk to people that are having babies. It runs the gamut. And you're also going to learn about wanted people, because you could work in the area where they check for warrants, check for things like that. So you're going to learn what to look for, how to read those things. So there's a lot of skills that you can learn just working in dispatch. And then we also have civilian crime scene investigators now. We have report takers. We have civilian investigators that investigate misdemeanor crimes. And so we have a lot of different roles that you can take if you're not sure about law enforcement right away as a police officer. If you do want to do that, then obviously you go through the academy first. But I've had 8 or 10 different jobs within the police department in my 30-year career. So you don't have to stay there. That's just where you have to start as a police officer in our department. But once you've got, some experience and learned maybe some things you would like to try, you can apply and move around and promote and move up and all kinds of different opportunities.
So it's
Sergeant Burr, she's been in law enforcement 30 years, and just knowing Sergeant Burr and thinking in my head, wow, did you become an officer when you were like 6?
6, yeah. How
Yes,
about that?
I was 6.
I'm like,
They made it.
Sergeant Burr, so yeah, I'm like, 30 years, really?
30 years.
I didn't know you accepted officers at age 6 anymore.
They don't anymore, but they did when I started. They made an exception.
Officer Burr, what I like to equate this, if there's a job on the civilian side that you're doing, it's just about can be matched with the police department. Am I off base with that or what?
There's not as many options on the civilian side as there are on the law enforcement side,
Right.
but there are still quite a few options and options for advancement too. We have our records division. We have management in there. The person in charge of our records division is a civilian.
Whoa.
So she's a manager of probably 80, 90 people under her. So there are opportunities for you to do just about anything you would like to in the civilian world. You can
Right.
get that opportunity at the police department as well.
And leadership is one of them.
Yes.
So, Sergeant Burr, if a young lady, a mother, a housewife, a whatever wants to come in and attend this on Saturday, what are some things they need to bring and what can they expect?
They just need to be there. They don't need to bring anything except questions of what they want to know. We're going to have a slideshow on it that they can sit and watch. It's going to be running the whole time. We're going to have handouts to give them. We're going to have multiple officers there to answer questions if they want to have a one-on-one conversation. If Saturday's their day with their kids and they don't want to mess with finding a babysitter, then we're going to have activities for them. They'll be right there in a room right next to where you'll be able to see them. We'll have some high school explorers there monitoring them. If there's a problem, they'll come get mom and mom can take care of them. We're not going to be babysitting. We're just going to, have them there where they can monitor them and have some kids activities to do. So if it's your day and you wanted to know, but you don't want to give up that time with your kids, however much time you want to spend with us, we'll be there for you from 8 to 11 on Saturday at the Amarillo Museum of Art, 2200 South Van Buren. But as far as paperwork or anything, that they don't have to bring anything. If they want to wear, something that they could try the rower in. So if they want to wear some workout clothes and they can get on the rower and try it out, that's great. That'll be there too. And if they decide they want to apply, we will have some laptops and they can apply on Saturday, but it's not required.
Well, it's a great opportunity if you're a young woman and have had any interest or maybe have thought about, it doesn't even have to be about law enforcement. If you have an urge to help people, to give back to your community, stop by the Amarillo Museum of Art. It kicks off at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. It goes to 11. Like I said, if you've got the kids for the weekend, bring them. There's a place for them there, and just find out. Just ask a few questions. This isn't going to be a thing, but it's a rewarding career and it's a rewarding lifestyle. And we just need good people. We want our police department to reflect our community and look like us. And that's why we need this so much. Sergeant Burr, thank you so much. I don't know if you're off today, but it's going to be a hectic one for you guys, especially in traffic today, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the patrol guys are going to be busy, but my office will probably get a lot of requests for information, but I am working. I'm going to head in from here and dress warm, and we're just going to sit there and wait for y'all to call us.
There you go. Well, you be careful, Sergeant Burr, and we'll see you Saturday morning.
Okay, thank you.
Check it.
Take care. We're going to take a quick break. We're back with more chat right after this.